there you have Team Liquid. They call them that because they make their enemies cry, and then they drink their tears laughing. Unbelievable champions that we've seen so many times. But it appears that our teams are ready to go head-to-head.
Attack speed.
Yeah,
attack speed is slow on the lightning now, so the laning phase is much stronger.
Plus Bloodstone does more AoE, which is literally
Oh, they actually win Huskar. Wow. Okay.
Filthy.
I don't think I've ever seen a Nisha Huskar. I'm excited.
Well, now you do, Brian. Now you do.
Let's go.
So you have that to play with. You've got Crit with his threat of rotation as well, which can open up that tempo on the mid. I think the one difference is we tend to see Malrine go for the push.
Oh, bottom. Snaking. Oh, he's already gone. First blood to go the way of Saberlight, and something we've been seeing quite a bit here from Saberlight already on this new patch, this Visage. Seeming very, very strong. Even with that kind of broken wet Visage combination, Skidder has not been threatened too much, but they are going to try and jump in now. But Snaking going to ensure the Boxy cannot go for the dead shot or the calling, though Snaking could find himself in a bit of danger trying to go for that 3-minute timing on the Lotus. He does not end up getting away with it. Snaking in huge trouble, but Boxy now being turned on, and both of them will go down at the same time as Skidder going to try and go after Saberlight for a bit more damage. Skidder cutting through the tree line. Saberlight taking a fair bit of damage. One more hit will do it.
There
He
you
does
go.
find it. Very nice here from the bot lane of Falcons.
Pressure with Skidder down bot. Our Naga is already
Saberlight. Look at this, they're just cutting him off as well. They're not letting him get towards the tier 1 tower to try and defend. I love this play from Falcons. They know how important this Visage is to the side of Liquid as they do jump in again. Crit is going to get the shards off to lock him in, but the TPs are coming. Crit dropping low, but Saberlight is gone. Now Mickey trying to move in, but he does not have level 6. Mickey's in trouble. Mickey is looking pretty dead to me as he does go down. He moves in without level 6, so Chrono was not available for Liquid. ATF is by himself at the moment of the DK, trying to push out the top tier 1 tower. Mickey gonna pop the time dilation, in goes Nisha, Dragon Tower will be there, but it should not help ATF that much. ATF surely is just gonna die, as Nisha will finish up the kill.
They need to find some of these objectives, open up the map so they can move across the river to make these moves.
The tier 1 tower would be very valuable. TPs are coming in. There's your jump in from Nisha onto the vent, so that'll be one door down already. Snaking, not going to quite make it. In comes Crit with the snowball, but Nisha, he's more than happy to just man up here against the side of Falcons, but they do ensnare him up, but the armlet toggles are keeping Nisha alive for now. He will not drop, as it seems as though Skidder does need to retreat, but the stuns are coming in from Saberlight. Well, at least for another 4.5 minutes, seems like Nisha is going to be relatively safe as he does TP into the mid-tier 2 tower. Seeing Malrine there for a moment, they wanted the fight, but instead they're going to have to settle with Snaking on the Venge. Snaking, no way out for him. He is going to tank the game.
Again, we've seen him more on this DK offlane before, where they hand it to him.
Bottom lane, Mickey, does he know? It doesn't seem like he does, though. He is trying to look towards retreating towards the T2 tower. Swap is there. Horus punch out as well. Mickey, he'll pop the chrono. He does find 3 targets with that. The team is incoming. Mickey, they weren't too fast to begin with. Mickey still alive, is eventually going to go down, but Nisha, he's going to try and trade, see if they can find an effective team fight as they do take 2 for their trouble. I'm not sure if you really want to call that worth here, 2 supports for the sake of a carry, but I suppose in this kind of game, Nisha might just be the real carry anyway.
Going down south when divisions up north was maybe a bit optimistic. Amar?
Yeah, they will catch Insania. Insania getting caught, trying to take the Watcher for himself, does 4 stuff, but will not get to the low ground. So Insania will end up going down. ATF, he'll take himself a free position fight.
They're actually in mid. They're not occupying bot. They're not trying to sneak more of the map away. They're looking perhaps for an opportunity with Nisha, with the full ags up here.
Yeah, certainly Sony even goes for the Eye of the Vizier, just wanting that full cast range for the life break, just being able to go from a mile away. As Crit's going to find out the hard way, he will be the first target of Nisha here, and he will eventually go down. Nisha looking for a little bit more, does head north, but it seems as though everyone just TPing away. They're not going to really find anyone else with just the tusk to go down. But if you are Team Liquid now, you can look towards the top tier 1 tower. You've got the TPs incoming from Insania and Nisha. This could be a big one if they could find the initiation. Is all they really need. Mickey is going to have a look around. In goes Boxy as well, trying to get a bit of vision for his team. But it seems as though Falcons for now retreating, but they're under vision. Oh, they are under vision of Team Liquid. This could be a very, very nasty team fight as Mickey does jump in, finds a 2-man chrono with a nice swap out. Snaking will save at least 1, but he cannot save ATF. In fact, he can't even save himself because he's been caught by Nisha. That'll be a 2-0 trade here for the side of Team Liquid. Well, off the back of a very nice ward on the Twin Gate high ground.
Get that nice wrap with that smoke.
Bottom lane, they are having a look. The silence is there. They've got the Void silence up for now. The Snowball, though, not going to be within range in the ensnare. It does barely make it in time. In goes Nisha. Nisha wants to go for the fight. He's onto the Razor. Still Malrine fighting back for now. The Walrus punch out Nisha. He does go down. There is no armlet toggling when you're surrounded by that many units.
Certainly not. Really great song coming out, really great chase to find that big target. Insania, not too safe here.
Certainly not. Ensnare will land. Snowball is going to connect as well, and it seems as though Insania will be a bit of a freebie right after the Nisha kill. Bit of a cherry on top.
But they overextend. You know, they don't have Chrono, they don't have Mike around as well to try to help, even with just a couple of bashes for the time dilation. And they don't even have Saberlight in that area to play with the auras. So just going in with not the full toolkit, not respecting that.
They've got Saberlight. The Visage has been caught. Skidder, he's a real problem moving in for the damage, and it seems as though the Visage just has no play. He will also drop. Liquid, one after the other, just giving more kills back the way of Falcons as they do secure the bottom tier 2 tower. With Skidder around, perhaps you could try though. Still Liquid, not going to allow this one to go for free. Mika going to move back in, trying to bait for his team, as now Boxy moving forward, getting the vision. Starting out from ATF. They do want them Muerta dead. Silence is committed by Insania, but they do lose Boxy. That's a start here for Falcons. The buyback is out from Boxy, looking to come back towards his team, as they do not want to allow Roshan to go the way of the Falcons for free, but the swap is out. Nisha forced to go for the fight. They go onto the bench snaking, in huge trouble for Nisha. He's dropping low, he can't toggle. Chrono is out. They've caught the Tusk at the very least in snaking, but it's only support, and now the song comes out. Oh, Skidder. He's going to turn back around onto Saberlight, looking for the Visage, and it seems as though Saberlight, he'll go for the stuns, but how do you get out of this? You do not. Boxy, he will follow. That is a dieback on the Muerta. And Falcons, they are just not flinching.
No, they aren't. They take this really good position out. They just hug the gate.
Hanging around this area. He's going to run towards the south, trying to avoid the side of Falcons, and it seems as though for now, he's going to be just fine. TP away. Does he make it? Malrine going to get the vision and Insania. Oh, that's so unlucky. What can you do? It happens.
It's a lot of space, though. Like, that's a lot of heroes rotating up top, only finding the silencer. You've got some safe room for
top lane, Mickey. Oh, he's going to be able to time walk away. Now, this is where things get a little bit spicy, because Falcons, they want a little bit more. They know Liquid are hanging around this area. Nisha going to back his way out to boot. Mickey just going to go right into the corner and just hide in that area as Skidder. Still going to have a look through the northern side of the jungle, realizing that the camps have been farmed. And Mickey, he may just get caught. He runs right into the Naga, and they do just silence him up. The Void, Mickey's looking like he has no chance to escape. It's the side of Falcons just getting so much value out of these rotations. And they move on to the top tier 3 tower. I mean, why the hell not?
There's not much threat stopping them. No Chrono. Global Silence is back up with Insania spawning in, but what are you going to do with that without the additional control that you'd need from this Faceless Void? Nisha alone can't get this done. Does have his fresh BKB up, but this tower just melts.
Jump in, ATF, right onto Insania, getting the damage off with that Ancient Black Dragon form, but we'll back off, looking for the tier 3 once again. They just want the safer objectives. Liquid, not looking to defend the top racks. You kind of ask yourself the question now, Falcons, do they have an opportunity to go for the mid-tier 3 tower? Just force the defense out from Liquid. It seems as though they might. In fact, they jump in. Nisha getting caught by ATF, but has the BKB available. Will have to turn around underneath these tier 4 towers. He'll find at least the Tusk for now. The Tusk, though, still surviving a little bit, but will go down. Crit is gone. Still, they move in onto Boxy. In fact, the tier 4 tower is even being targeted here by ATF, but Boxy eventually will drop. It's Nisha. That was his BKB committed, and he really just only finds a support Tusk for that.
It's not the best feeling in the world for Liquid. They have stalled for Mika to be back up here, so they've got the Chrono to play with. They've still got the Fortify here as well. But the Aegis is still up for a minute, and there's nothing to fear here from Malrine. They've got the cheese ready to go. They've got the song to bail them out as well. Your tools on Liquid, it just feels like it's lacking.
It certainly does. Malrine continuing, just draining the damage away from these familiars now as the tier 3 mid tower going to go down, but it seems as though Falcons, they have probably seen enough.
And support Muertas going into damage as well, but we're nowhere near that. It's been pretty starved for Liquid.
ATF, he's going to find Nisha. Nisha going to just try and jump away, but still isn't dangerous. The shot's going to lock them in. They still are okay. Nisha forced to go for the fight. Does pop the BKB, but the Walrus Punch is out and Nisha is down. Just complete control over the Husker. Is ATF going to have a little bit, look for a little bit more? It's about time to prepare for this, perhaps this final team fight. They're going to maybe go for a bit of a smoke, and they do. 4-man smoke up, looking through the mid lane. Skidder is around the corner. And again, so is the whole side of Falcons. Snaking, he'll be the one to break the smoke. Mickey jumping in immediately. They just want to blow up one. The Venge is dead immediately as now. They'll go for more. It seems like Crit is going to be the secondary target. Crit, he will eventually go down though, Snaking with the Remnant swapping him out. Crit, he will survive. He'll eat the cheese up. It's that ATF now moving in onto Nisha. There's your chrono committed. But do they have the damage? It seems like they just may, but no, the song comes out. And everything just stops as it seems as though the side of Liquid, they are out of gas here, John. They will try to continue the fight, but it is not looking too good for them. Maureen, he is taking a bit of damage here from Mickey. Perhaps he is set to fall. That is one life. Liquid, can they keep the fight up? Back onto the Razor they go, and it seems as though Falcons are going to let the Razor go down. Okay. That's a pretty strong fight from Liquid. 5-man smoke here from Falcons. Trying to move into that dire triangle. Liquid reading the movement quite well for now. We'll back off. Mickey, though, showing on a Naga illusion. This could be very, very dangerous, but they were not within range to make the jump in, so the Void will be able to make it out. Though Saberlight, not quite so lucky yet. Crit, he'll kick him back. The Visage in huge trouble. They'll force the fight anyway. Nisha trying to go for the fight, does get swapped out. And now the Chrono. Mickey, he'll find 2 targets. They'll take Crit down. The song does come out. Nisha, he will drop for this. Meanwhile, Maureen, he's going to Satanic up, and Mickey forced to just retreat immediately as now the chase is on Falcons. They want to hunt this prey down. Insania, Ghost Scepter will allow him to get away, but Mickey getting caught out and the Void is gone.
No buybacks.
He's got no buyback available. It's Falcons now smothering the side of Team Liquid. Looking to go for the jugular. Saberlight just going down slowly but surely. ATF looking for his next target. Might find Boxy, but Boxy at least able to TP away. But it's a 3v4 scenario. How do you defend? The tier 4s are basically gone. There's only one left and the Ancient will be exposed. And I think for Liquid, it's looking pretty rough.
That it is. A full minute. It's not enough time.
Certainly is not. They are going to try one last time, but they've already caught Boxy out. The Muerta is down. Boxy, he'll fight back. The Ancient, exposed, under siege. It's Liquid, moving in. It seems as though Falcons, they are going to play conservatively, maybe assuming the buybacks were available. They will not risk it. In fact, Skidder, he's still thinking about it. They do have Megas up, so there's no need to risk it. They'll jump in for the kickback onto Boxy, and Boxy, well, that'll be a tieback immediately from the Muerta. Still 30 seconds without your Void and your Husker. Saberlight at least finding Snaking here in the Visage. That's one down, but that's not really the big problem, and GG is called. GG is called. Falcons, they will be able to successfully take game number 1. And I'll tell you what, it was quite a smooth ride for them. John Liquid, I mean, there was a couple of great moments for him, but ultimately just not quite enough.
Not quite enough. It did feel like the tempo that you expect Liquid's draft to have didn't really kick in. Like that mid lane for Maureen, for the Razor versus the Husker.
You were mentioning the armor for Lesh being an issue. Lesh is definitely one of the best heroes to have the Guardian Angel on top of, but that's immediately countered by the Shadow Demon coming out from Crit. So they actually rotate the Tusk to a core role in order to get this gotcha.
Shadow Demon counters like Lash, Wind Ranger, and Omni Knight.
Taking a look at that mid lane here for Maureen up against Nisha. We don't tend to see that mid Tusk too often nowadays. The matchup against the Wind Ranger shouldn't be the best of top.
Yeah, Crit already being punished here by the side of Liquid as Boxy moving in early on. Crit trying to survive the best he can, but no, he is gone. Liquid, a surprising initiation coming out. ATF though, looking for a trade, already onto Insania, and just look at the damage output. However, now ATF, he's also going to find himself in trouble, and he's gone! Boxy with a double kill to get the game started. ATF, he thought he had his way with Insania, but not quite.
Yeah, but Snaking's doing his job, just again providing zoning to allow Skidder to focus on that farm. Amar up top.
Oh, again, Amar being caught, the Sprout a little bit off the mark, but blocking the way as ATF is just not being allowed a game here in game number 2, already onto his 3rd death. And it is literally just Boxy rotating every single time to set up, as now Crit also being caught here by Mickey. Gonna be chased down, and that'll be a double out for the Leshrac now. 0-5 from Team Liquid. What a turnaround here in game 2. Oh, top, they're pinging out at ATF again. This time though, Insania may have gone a little bit too early. Boxy is around the corner to help out if they wish, but Insania is dropping very little. No, here comes Mickey. ATF just trying for the kill. Does get it, but it's gonna cost his own life again.
On Skidder, you don't have those resources. The aggression from Liquid early on is just way too much. And again, throwing off this tempo, they'll try a little bit, but Sablelight's pretty damn tanky.
It feels like you're at the stage for the Omni Knight where you just can't really deal with it. As now Boxy moves in with the Sprout again, though. Snaking, able to run out for now. As now Skidder continuing onto the Omni. They really want the kill, but Saberlight, he's just such a tanky boy. And they'll find a double. Snaking and Skidder both dropping as Team Liquid, they are giving nothing back the way of Falcons.
Oh, just no openings. They collapse in the right part of the map. Malorine's nowhere near to try to help save.
They're still trying. They are still trying. Malorine does rotate and he does get the Omni Knight kill, but in the meantime, ATF ends up dying at the top lane.
Not an easy one to pin down at the moment.
I say that, he's got a double damage now, so Nisha, he wants to move in with the focus fire. Snowball will come out from Malorine. Nisha in a very awkward position is going to get caught out by the looks of it as he does go down, getting baited by the amplification rune. Zinsania also getting caught. 4 heroes in the mid lane to ensure they win that engagement. It's very, very patient with the take as Nisha. Gonna move in, see if he can find himself a gyrocopter kill. Does have the level 2 power shot if he can get enough damage out first. And Snaking, well, he does have the raindrop, so will still remain safe, but here comes Mickey. That's 1 down. Mickey wants more. He's onto a mega kill streak already. Onto ATF they go. The Viper really has no way out of this fight, it seems, as they will try onto Mickey. Can they take him down? Mickey! Oh, he's gone. ATF will be happy about that, I believe. That is a lot of gold to go back his way.
That's a ton of gold to go the way of Mar.
Coming out from the side of Falcons, they'll head down towards the bottom lane. See if they can catch Saberlight with his pants down. Though Saberlight, again, he's a pretty tanky target to try and go for, but they will jump in with the Walrus Punch. Saberlight taking about half his HP worth of damage, and Saberlight is gone. Tanky or not, cannot sustain the damage output that came out from Falcons. Is now Liquid trying to punish as best they possibly can. They'll find Crit first, but here comes Skidder. Skidder going to join the fray. They take down Boxy. They'll lose Crit, at least on the Shadow Demon, but Mickey trying to tank through it. Skidder, he's taking way too much damage. The shards are going to block the way from Nisha, but the power shot, it's going to fly through Skidder. He's still going to go for a run. Looks like he will make it out as Mickey is the one to go down. Meanwhile, Nisha gets stunned up, still sticking around by the Twin Gates, will go for the Shackle, but he's going to be so careful. Malorine, he's going to survive another day. Nisha really playing with fire now as the shards, it'll block the way. He has to go the other way out towards the west, and Nisha's been caught. Nisha still trying, but he is down. Meanwhile, Insania will go for the freezing field. Is it going to be quite enough? It doesn't really seem like it. Though ATF might drop, still trying to retreat Saberlight. He'll take him down. Skidder still around towards the Roshan pit. He goes, but Roshan is on the other side of the map right now, so Skidder, he's got no deny point. Back Saberlight now. Saberlight might be the one in trouble. He'll heal up though, but in comes Crit. Crit's the real carry now. It seems as Crit is getting so many Shadow Poison stacks. He will take him down.
And Dragon's fight to be longer than it should have been for Liquid. Like the BKB flying in right in time as well.
Getting caught live. He does have his help behind him if he needs it. Shackle not going to quite latch. Mickey maybe going a little bit too far. The punch is there, and Mickey is just deleted as Nisha will follow right afterwards. And there goes Boxy. Falcons. They'll give up their gyro, but who the hell cares? You get 3 in return, and 2 of those are going to be cores.
Keeping it safe on Liquid up top. Trying to sneak with the smoke here. Amar.
But now he's okay. Mickey or Nisha gonna find it. ATF, he could bait for his team though. He's by the T1 tower. Problem is ATF is dropping rather quickly, so he is down. Now the gyrocopter snaking. He is gone to boot by the looks of it, but he will survive a little bit longer. But it seems like he is down. However, Mickey is being controlled up by Skidder. Skidder will take him down as well. So Saberlight, they will leave. It's still a 3-for-1 trade in the favor of Liquid, and it could be a massive Roshan fight for Liquid. It's not here at the right time. Problem is Falcons, they do have the high ground. What is there? Skidder, he's going to find himself in Stania, but they will save it now. The Shackle comes out. Skidder, oh, he's pretty deep at the moment. Skidder's going to find a way out of this. He'll pump his BKB and just walk back towards Boxy. Meanwhile, the rest of Falcons, they've been pincered in. This is not the fight they were looking for. They'll lose Malorine by the looks of it as Snaking goes down. Mickey's still chasing Malorine. Malorine is gone now on the side of Falcons. Just need to get the hell out of there. It's ATF trying for the tip of Benisha. He's going to cancel it off. ATF's got no choice but to man up and try to fight back. There's a buyback up from Snaking. In comes Skidder again. Mickey being targeted by Nisha. Gonna lock him down, and Skidder is gone. Oh my goodness. They'll continue to fight as Crit will follow, and Snaking, all he can do is run. We kind of saw that in that last engagement, and suddenly Liquid, momentum behind them now. could have a great way of coming back into this game number 2 as Malrine gets aggressive mid lane, is forced to snowbird back towards the creep wave as well. He's going to try and jump in on Mickey. Mickey, though, does get healed up here by Saberlight, and they want that 5. ATF needs to run. Skidder, I'm not sure this is what you wanted, sir. He'll try to back his way out of there with the stun being channeled up. Skidder is still on the run, but the stun lands. Oh my goodness. Mickey to take him down. Snaking, he'll be the next target. They might just lose 3, they might even lose 4. ATF still trying to get out of the teleportation. Boxy will ensure there is no way out. And Liquid, they lose nothing.
The Skitter, you don't have that item advantage to leverage on your Alk any longer. So they will try onto him.
Skitter's been caught. Disruption will save from crit, but Mickey looks like he wants to commit. Skitter, he's dropping so darn low. Skitter is gone. Mickey will go for more. ATF barely able to TP away.
And side of Liquid, they can just show us how vulnerable Falcons is. They only really have like temporary saves. They don't have Boxy
has been caught on the Viper, and he's just melting. Crit will save the kickback as well, just ensuring there is no help to come. Mickey trying to at least take down Malrine with him. Mickey getting a little bit lower, but Skitter is gone another time. That was a dieback, I believe, on the Alchemist, and well, at 3 down.
Do you see Boxy? Malrine is smoked up.
Mickey into 3 heroes. He's still going to move in though. ATF, he will get stunned up. Mickey feeling like a bit of a Giga Champ though. He's taking a fair bit of damage, but Saberlight's right behind him. That's where the confidence comes from, because ATF, he's got no one to save him. He is without a BKB. He needs to save himself, and he looks like he is just dead. That is your Viper down. 90 seconds without buyback. On they go into the tier 3 bottom tower. They need a creep wave though. The creep wave currently is non-existent. Instead, though, Crit has been caught on the Shadow Demon, or at least spotted. Saberlight will chase him down. Crit will be able to barely blink away. Meanwhile, Nisha looking towards snaking in the Radiant base. Crit still running, but Boxy right behind him does get the spread up, so Crit is down.
At the same time, you just removed your biggest tool in these fights. You didn't have the kickback. You didn't have a way of just trying to drag that control back your way. And here goes the high ground without those buybacks. Doesn't take too long for Mika to melt through it.
Oh, it definitely does not. Mickey will make very short work of it. Nisha there to back him up, and it's so hard when you know the Omni Knight's right behind the Lesh. It's like, how do you actually kill this guy? The answer is yet to be found here by Falcons. Still 3 versus 5, so it's not a fight they're going to try and force. They're at least going to try and wait for Crit and ATF to be back up. They'll chip away at Mickey, but Mickey has his fountain right behind him in Saberlight. Gale forces out Nisha. Oh, that's a Shackles flying out from Nisha. But it won't matter yet. The snowball does save. No, in fact, it does not. Skitter is gone. And so is Snaking. No buyback available. What a setup from Nisha.
Liquid are just so terrifying now at this point, with all the control, with how well they can sustain up front, with how confident they are with Nisha and Mickey.
Go. Malrine, he'll go for the kickback into the tier 4 towers. Mickey, he has his BKB. He could not give a crap. It's the side of Falcons that are burning to the damage. Malrine is gone. Mickey and Nisha moving back into the fountain. They are just fountain farming him now. Mickey getting kicked in. Can he survive? Nisha will tank the hits from the fountain. Mickey just going to TP away as Malrine is gone. And GG is called. Oh, what a way to finish here for Liquid. We are going to a game 3.
What a spectacular fashion to go into that game 3 as well. Falcons, they were getting crushed in lanes.
He can pick something good against Lash, but it might not be good against NS.
Yeah, I think Monkey King might still be the best. Oh, Wraith King? Okay. That's a pretty free farm lane. Against the Night Stalker, he has absolutely no way to deal with your skeletons.
Look around here from Malrine for the ward on the high ground on the Dire side. Crit's going to Sakuchi in. Insania is ready with the Frostbite if necessary, and Crit is pretty far forward. Instead that they go after ATF, and now Insania. He's the one going down way too quickly, and First Blood will be fed back the way of Crit. Nisha having another very good game in the mid lane so far. Top of the CS board on the Leshrac. There's a question the panel had as well, is why would you give this guy Leshrac again as top lane? Mickey, can he get jumped? In fact, they might just go after Insania as the easier target, but no, Mickey is the one dropping. Here comes Boxy from the rear, trying to go on to Crit. Crit is still trying to fight back against Insania because he has no way out. Gonna fight for this power root at the 8-minute mark. Nisha will be able to pick up the illusion. Boxy was there just in case, because they have some very deep vision. So Maureen, well, he's going to jump in on Boxy. Boxy was spotted underneath the Radiant vision as well. The Prophet, though, is able to walk out. Rupture was committed. Maureen, he's going to try for the Rolling Thunder TP away, and he's barely going to make it. 75 HP just about. As mid lane, they are still chasing Nisha. Nisha will be able to stick charge up, but he's not looking too healthy. He'll bury fire, but it is not going to be enough. Snaking to secure the kill. ATF looking for a little bit more value. Will continue chasing Insania and Mickey as the tips are already flying out. Maureen having a great old time. Crit, he'll get jumped. They'll find a trade with the Weaver, but now Mickey, he's going to find a way out. Boxy will at least get the sprout on ATF, not allowing the proper chase. And it seems as though Mickey will be just fine. But it is still a semi-decent trade here for the side of Liquid, or Falcons, really. Top lane, a bit of a group up here from Liquid. Towards ATF on the Brewmaster. ATF running right towards Saberlight. They'll make the jump in now. Rupture committed as well with the Frostbite and the Freezing Field just in case. ATF will melt. Skitter, he did try to rotate. In fact, they are going to try and force a fight. Boxy is the target. It's not exactly a great trade for the side of Falcons, but they will have to just take it. Boxy's still on the run. Meanwhile, Insania being chased by Snaking on the other side. It's like Boxy gets a sprout off, creating plenty of space. Insania the first one to drop on the CM as Boxy still juking around, but Skitter, he can smell him in the tree line. Boxy now running towards the north, but really has no... Oh, hold on a minute. Never mind. Skitter's got him. In fact, Crit was the one to take the kill. Now Falcons have left the area. Not too interested in sticking around without their own smokes. They'll just leave to the high ground, get in that position. Maureen, though, may get caught in the pango. The jump is in. The silence is now. Maureen barely able to swash away, but it's not going to be enough. He is gone. That's a start for Liquid. Falcons, I do not believe, want to stick around and fight. They immediately all TP up at Snaking. He'll be left behind. Saberlight will catch himself another fish. The Snaking, he'll buy a little bit of time running towards the north, but understands he's not getting away. Mickey will take another.
That is a really unfortunate swash there for Maureen.
Looking for, or maybe even just forcing this mid-tier 2 tower.
They've got the output. Skitter's starting to get hungry to build that Desolator up with charges. Maybe force this fight here.
Liquid, they're going to try and move in. ATF is the big target. He does have the primal split, but he's been silenced up. He's been given no chance to be able to pop this off. And ATF, he is down. They've even got the first life of the Wraith King. Keep in mind, he still has the Aegis. That'll be the secondary life. Can they get him a third time? Crit's going to try to move in to help out. Nisha, oh, Skitter, that's too much damage. That is too much damage.
Just can't handle it. The magic damage pumping out. You need to have Maureen around for this.
Oh, he's got Snaking again. Pops the ulti just in case. Skitter's going to run in. There's no reincarnate available. Skitter, this is such a risky play.
What?
His team is going to show up, but Skitter is dropping. He's been silenced up. He'll armor toggle and survive for now. But again, no reincarnate available for 35 seconds. Meanwhile, Boxy still going. Does end up going down. Skitter will leave the area. Jump in from Saberlight. They found Maureen now. Maureen is gone. In fact, they even found Crit, the Weaver, being caught by the Frostbite of Insania. He will follow. Tips out for Saberlight, who's giving all the information his team needs. Split as well, of course, as ATF trying to set up something for his team, but they do find Nisha again here with the Cyclone. Problem is, can you actually kill him? Nisha, he's trapped up. Maybe they could think about it. He'll pop the Bloodstone. He's still alive, still healing up as Saberlight. Here he comes. Here's the Giga Chat himself onto Maureen. Maureen is gone. Onto the Brewmaster. Oh, Mickey is just cleaning up. An ultra kill for the Bloodseeker. And Falcons, they are desperately trying, but Liquid are just cleaning up as it could be a rampage out for Mickey.
Oh my goodness.
And it will be. Falcons, what do you do? What do you do, Liquid? They are feeling it now.
Liquid are on point. Falcons, it's been mess after mess. Played to the strengths of their lineup. And they just find that timing. Mickey, a very happy boy, of course.
Happy faces of Liquid. And everyone does survive for now. But you don't have Primal Split up, so it seems like Liquid want to try and force the fight. Rupture was committed onto Maureen in the mid lane. Meanwhile, ATF top lane. Action all across the map. Skitter in the mid lane has gone down. In the Radiant base, Liquid, they're just moving in. Skitter, he'll BKB up, but look at the damage. Mickey, he'll just keep going, and Skitter trying to survive. The best he can, he is gone. He is down. It's Liquid continuing. ATF being body blocked by Box. He just cannot make it out. He is finally down. And Liquid GG is called.
Oh
GG is called. Liquid have done it. Falcons, they will have to leave earlier than they anticipated, but for Team Liquid, they will be moving through the lower bracket and they have secured themselves at minimum top 6.
What a spectacular fashion for Team Liquid to get that done as well. A lot of back and forth in that draft.